Jainism is an ancient Indian religion that emphasizes non-violence, truth, and asceticism. Followers, called jains, believe in the concept of ahimsa, non-violence, and strive to minimize harm to all living beings. They also follow principles of truth, non-stealing, celibacy, and non-attachment. Jainism recognizes the cycle of birth and death and aims for spiritual liberation through self-discipline and detachment from worldly desires. The religion has its own philosophical and ethical teachings, as well as unique rituals and practices. As per this definition, you understand that today we are learning about Jainism. Before starting this learning, please subscribe to my channel. It will immensely helpful and encouraging. Founding in Mahavira, 6th century BCE, Jainism traces its roots to Lord Mahavira, who lived in the 6th century BCE. He was born as Vardhamana in 599 BCE in Kundagrama, present-day Bihar, India. Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara in Jain tradition, renounced worldly life at the age of 30 and practiced severe asceticism for 12 years to attain enlightenment. Teachings of Mahavira. Mahavira's teachings are encapsulated in the concept of the three jewels, Ratnatraya, right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct. Spread in sects. Mahavira's disciples, called Ganadhara, spread his teachings after his death. Over time, Jainism divided into two major sects, Digambara and Svetambara. The division is partly based on the interpretation of whether monks should wear clothes. Digambara monks traditionally do not. Jain councils, 3rd century BCE, similar to Buddhist councils, Jain councils were convened to preserve and codify Mahavira's teachings. The councils helped standardize scriptures, leading to the compilation of Jain Agamas. Golden Age and decline. Jainism flourished during the Maurya and Gupta periods in ancient India. Many temples and monastic centers were established. Over time, Jainism faced challenges, including persecution by some rulers, which led to periods of decline. Contribution to arts and sciences. Jains made significant contributions to various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, and literature. Elaborate Jain manuscripts, paintings, and temples showcase their artistic and architectural achievements. Pilgrimage sites. Various cities and sites hold immense significance for Jains, such as Palitana, Shravanabelagola, Mount Abu, and Shikarji. Contemporary Jainism. Jainism continues to be practiced predominantly in India, with communities also found in other parts of the world. Jains are known for their vegetarian lifestyle, commitment to non-violence, and philanthropic activities. Jainism has a well-defined religious structure that includes monastic orders, laity, and various institutions. Here's a detailed overview. Tirthankaras. Tirthankaras are revered spiritual teachers in Jainism. Mahavira is the 24th and the last Tirthankara. They are believed to have attained spiritual enlightenment and guide followers on the path to liberation. Monastic orders. Monastic life is highly esteemed in Jainism, and monks and nuns follow a disciplined lifestyle. Monks are called munis, and nuns are called arikas. Digambara monks traditionally do not wear clothes, while Svetambara monks wear white robes. Laity. Jain laity, known as Shravakas, for men, and Shravakas, for women, play a crucial role in supporting and practicing Jain principles. Lay followers adhere to the 5 great vows, Mahavratas, which include ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. 5 anuvratas. In addition to the Mahavratas, great vows, Jains follow the anuvratas, smaller vows, in their daily lives. These include refraining from violence, falsehood, stealing, indulgence, and possessiveness. Religious scriptures. Jain canonical literature consists of agamas. Svetambaras and Digambaras have slightly different sets of agamas. Digambaras believe that the original agamas were lost, while Svetambaras maintain that they have preserved the authentic teachings. Jain temples. Jain temples are architectural marvels, often adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures. They serve as places of worship and community gatherings. Important pilgrimage sites include Shikarji, Palitana, Girnar, and Shravanabelagola. Religious festivals. Jains celebrate various festivals, with key ones including Mahavir Jayanti, Mahavira's birthday, Paryushana, a period of intensive spiritual activities and fasting, and Diwali, celebrated as the day Mahavira attained nirvana. Jain Sangha. The Jain community collectively is referred to as the Jain Sangha. Sangha includes both the monastic community, Muni Sangha, and the laity, Shravaka Sravika Sangha. Education and organizations. Jainism emphasizes education, and there are institutions dedicated to teaching Jain philosophy, scriptures, and principles. Various Jain organizations work towards community welfare, education, and the promotion of Jain values. Leadership. Jain community leaders, known as Bhattarakas or Bhattarikas, often oversee important religious and community matters in some Jain sects. Now we are at the part of our video which we write in the title. Before moving forward, please subscribe my channel if you didn't subscribe yet. Jainism does not have a specific creation myth involving the origin of the universe and humanity comparable to some other religious traditions. Instead, Jain cosmology focuses on cycles of time, with the universe being eternal and undergoing perpetual cycles of birth, decay, and renewal. Jain cosmology is intricate and detailed, involving various realms, celestial beings, and levels of existence. The universe is divided into three main parts. Urdhva Loka, upper world. In Jain cosmology, Urdhva Loka is the upper or celestial world, one of the three main divisions of the universe. Here are details about Urdhva Loka. Inhabitants. Urdhva Loka is inhabited by various celestial beings and deities who enjoy a blissful and relatively pain-free existence. The higher gods, known as devas or tirthankaras, reside in this realm. Enlightened souls who have attained liberation, moksha, also dwell in Urdhva Loka. Tirthankaras. Tirthankaras are spiritual teachers who have achieved enlightenment and guide others on the path to liberation. In Jainism, there are 24 Tirthankaras, with Lord Mahavira being the last and the most recent one. Blissful existence. Beings in Urdhva Loka experience a high level of happiness and pleasure compared to the middle and lower realms. Celestial beings enjoy a long lifespan and various luxuries. Karma and ascension. Despite the celestial nature of Urdhva Loka, beings in this realm are still bound by karma. Once the effects of their accumulated good karma are exhausted, they may descend to lower realms or be reborn in the middle world based on their remaining karma. Spiritual progress. Urdhva Loka is not the goal in Jain cosmology. Even beings in this celestial realm are considered bound by the cycle of birth and death. The aim for Jain practitioners is to transcend all realms, including Urdhva Loka, and attain liberation, moksha. Madhya Loka, middle world. Madhya Loka, in Jain cosmology, is the middle or earthly world where humans, animals, plants, and some celestial beings reside. Here are some details about Madhya Loka. Human existence. Madhya Loka is the realm where human beings live and experience the consequences of their actions, both positive and negative. It is considered a realm of mixed experiences, with joys and sorrows, pleasure and pain. Animal and plant life. Madhya Loka also encompasses the animal and plant kingdoms. Beings in these forms undergo the cycle of birth and death based on their karmic actions. Jainism emphasizes the concept of non-violence, ahimsa, and followers are encouraged to practice compassion towards all living beings. Karma and rebirth. Beings in Madhya Loka are subject to the cycle of karma and reincarnation. The quality of their actions determines their future existence. The goal for Jain practitioners is to accumulate positive karma and progress spiritually to attain liberation, moksha. Ethical conduct. Jainism places a strong emphasis on ethical conduct in Madhya Loka. The 5 great vows, Mahavratas, including non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, celibacy, and non-attachment, guide the behavior of Jain followers. Spiritual progression. Madhya Loka is viewed as a realm where individuals can make progress on their spiritual journey. By practicing virtues and adhering to the principles of Jainism, individuals aim to reduce the impact of karma and move closer to liberation. Temporal nature. The middle world, like all other realms in Jain cosmology, is considered temporary and subject to cycles of birth, decay, and renewal. The continuous cycle of birth and death is perceived as a process of soul purification and evolution. Pilgrimage and worship. Jains often undertake pilgrimages to sacred sites and worship in temples to enhance their spiritual journey and seek guidance from revered Tirthankaras. Idho Loka, lower world. Idho Loka, in Jain cosmology, is the lower or infernal world, representing realms with various degrees of suffering. Here are some details about Idho Loka. Lower realms. Idho Loka comprises several lower realms that are characterized by increased levels of suffering and challenges. Beings in these realms experience more intense pain and difficulties compared to those in the middle and upper worlds. Types of beings. Beings in Idho Loka may include entities like demons, ghosts, and other suffering souls undergoing negative karmic consequences. The lower realms are depicted as places of torment and anguish. Karmic consequences. The suffering in Adho-loka is a result of negative karma accumulated by beings in previous existences. Jainism teaches those actions motivated by violence, cruelty, and harmful intent lead to unfavorable karmic consequences, relegating individuals to lower realms. Duration of existence. Beings in Adho-loka undergo suffering for a specific duration based on their karmic debts. Once the effects of negative karma are exhausted, they may have the opportunity to be reborn in higher realms. Spiritual aspiration. Despite the challenges, Jainism holds that even beings in Adho-loka have the potential for spiritual progress. Suffering in these realms is viewed as a means of purifying negative karma, paving the way for future upward movement in the cosmic cycle. Cycles of rebirth. The concept of Adho-loka is part of the broader Jain belief in the cycle of birth and death, samsara. Liberation, moksha. From this cycle is the goal, and beings in lower realms strive to accumulate positive karma for upward progression. Ethical teachings. The teachings of Jainism, including the practice of non-violence, ahimsa, and ethical conduct, serve as guidelines to avoid actions that could lead to rebirth in lower realms. I hope you enjoyed this information. If so, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon with all options so you can watch my video when I upload them. I also appreciate your feedback as comments. Thanks for watching.